August 20th, 1966. A young boy wandering the hills near Rio de Janeiro is suddenly struck by a foul, overwhelming smell. Following it through the dense brush, he stumbles upon something no one should ever see. Two dead bodies lying side by side on a remote hilltop, their faces covered with strange, handmade lead masks. What happened on Morro do Vintém? And why did these men seem prepared to die? Jorge de Costa Alves, just 18 years old, was exploring the trails of Morro do Vintém that day when the stench led him to a disturbing scene. Two lifeless men in raincoats, faces hidden beneath bizarre lead masks. He ran to the police immediately. What followed became one of the most baffling and unsolved investigations in Brazilian history. When authorities arrived, they found the bodies laid neatly side by side. Each had a folded handkerchief under their head, as if they'd arranged their own final resting place. They were dressed for rain, but the skies were clear. Even stranger, some reports mentioned burn marks on their bodies, possibly from above. But what truly puzzled the investigators were the items found around them. The men were quickly identified: Miguel José Viana, 34, and Manuel Pereira da Cruz, 32, both electronics technicians from Campos dos Goytacazes. By all accounts, they were respectable family men with no signs of trouble in their pasts. So, why did they end up dead on a hilltop wearing lead masks? Among the bodies were a plastic bag with 161,000 Brazilian cruzeiros in cash, an empty water bottle with a receipt, two carefully shaped lead masks designed to completely cover the eyes, a notebook containing eerie instructions. One note read, Sunday, 1 capsule after lunch, Wednesday, 1 capsule at bedtime, and the more cryptic message, be at the agreed place at 4:30 p.m., take the capsule at 6:30 p.m. After feeling the effects, protect the eyes with lead masks. Wait for the prearranged signal. This raised chilling questions. What kind of capsules were they taking? Why the lead masks? And what exactly was the signal they were waiting for? Handwriting analysis revealed the notes did not match the victim's writing. Police suspected a third person might be involved, someone who gave them these instructions. Investigators then traced the victim's last movements. On August 17th, the two men left Campos dos Goytacazes, telling their families they were going to São Paulo to buy electronics and a car. They brought about 3 million cruzeiros with them, but most of it mysteriously vanished. Their bus arrived in Niterói around 2 p.m. From there, they purchased 2 raincoats from a local shop. They entered a bar and bought a bottle of mineral water, which they drank together. According to the bartender, Viana appeared nervous, checking his watch repeatedly and trembling. Strangely, they kept the receipt for the bottle, possibly planning to return it, suggesting they had no intention of dying that day. At 3:15 p.m., they were seen walking toward Morro do Vintém. By 5 p.m., a boy saw them sitting still in a clearing on the hillside, calm and waiting. On August 18th, the same boy passed by again. This time, the men were lying down and completely still. 2 days later, the smell of decomposition led Jorge Alves to the scene. The autopsy left more questions than answers. No signs of violence. No toxic substances were found in their organs, though later some argued decomposition made it impossible to test properly. The official cause of death? Acute heart failure for both men, despite no history of cardiac problems. So, if it wasn't poisoning, violence, or injury, what killed them? The case took a bizarre turn when a woman named Gracinda Barbosa Coutinho da Sousa came forward. On the evening of August 17th, the same day the men arrived at the hill, she and her children saw a glowing, oval-shaped object hovering above Morro do Vintém. She described, bright rays of light beaming in all directions. The object moving vertically up and down. It appeared to be searching or signaling. At first, her husband didn't believe her, but when news of the masked bodies broke, he realized the sighting coincided with the time of death. Despite this eerie testimony, no solid leads emerged. Rumors surfaced that the men were involved in a secretive cult, but police never found concrete evidence. Years later, their bodies were exhumed, the lead masks re-examined, but the case remained frozen in mystery. To this day, the lead mask mystery remains one of the most baffling, unexplained deaths in modern history. What really happened on that hillside? Hallucinogenic ritual? Secret experiment? Or something not of this world? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to follow for more chilling mysteries from the shadows of history.